and I know this sounds ridiculous, but I prefer to think of the work as opposed to how much I'm getting paid. So I had no idea how much money I'd made. I just didn't. I just figured if I was working, there was money, so everything would be all right. They informed me that I had been, well, that quite an inordinate amount of sum of money had been was gone. It had disappeared, and
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
it was a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. So I understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there. And then I very calmly said, look, I've made a decision and I think it's the best thing. I'm going to file for divorce, but I'm not going to cite irreconcilable differences. I'm not going to cite any violence. I'm going to state this. We simply, the two of us, we simply don't want to feel as though we have a collar around each other's neck and a leash attached to it. She was sitting on one side of the couch, I was sitting on the other. That's when she was trying to explain a few things about Coachella and then the fecal delivery, and saying that it was the dogs. And I'm sorry, I could not agree with her. I'd lived with those dogs. I picked up their fun. It was not the dogs. And so what happened was, and I was walking towards the kitchen to exit, and then suddenly Rocky Pennington ran in to the penthouse and started, leave her alone, Johnny, leave her alone. And I was by the refrigerator at this point. I was 20 feet away.
Where was Miss Heard at that time?
She was still sitting on the couch. And that's when the screaming, the screaming started with, like, again, I'm 20 feet away. She's still got Io on the phone. She's got Rocky there. Stop hitting me, Johnny, she's screaming in her best freaked out, upset voice, high-pitched. Stop hitting me, stop hitting me. Jerry Judge and Sean Bett entered the room. And as they entered the room, and she was quite surprised to see them, she said, that's the last time you'll ever hit me. That's the last time you'll ever do that to me. And again, I'm a good 20 feet away by the fridge.
How often did Ms. Heard bring your children into your arguments?
Too often.
And at the end of your relationship, how was Ms. Heard's relationship with your children?
Non-existent. My children, my kids are far more intelligent than I am, and they broke. They wouldn't be around Ms. Heard, and they refused to be around her.